Good evening and welcome to another fantastic episode on Beer Fan TV. Today we have Franziskaner, bang, on the Philip Perfect Draft, and we have Franziskaner out of the bottle. We've done a few of these videos where we look at what the beers taste like out of the machine compared to what the beer tastes like out of the bottle. And the main thing is, look, is there any difference? So if you want to find out, pull up a pew, get yourself a beer, get yourself some snacks, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm your host. I'm going to take you through everything Philip's Perfect Draft, Franziskaner, comparison. We'll do it all. So yeah, let's find out. Okay, so another video. Recently done the Franziskaner on the Philip's Perfect Draft. Done a very light review, give you an idea of what we think of it. Good, bad, and the uglies. And I thought it's actually one of the top beers on there. If you're a fan of sort of the Hoe Gardens, I think you're going to love it. If you're a lager fan, it's a really smooth, easy drinking kind of vice beer, to be honest. And yeah, it's really worth trying. If you are a Stella fan, Lambrau, whatever it might be, I would definitely get it on your list because it is a fantastic beer. So today we're going to compare these. We've got two glasses. We're going to put them in that are identical. The bottle's been stored in the fridge, 5 degrees, and this has been stored at 3. So temperature-wise, very similar. I'm just going to pour myself a Franziskaner from the machine. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone drinking out of a can right now, it's going to be well gel. There you go, look at that. Kablam. That's very frothy. Like I said, I think on the last video when I was reviewing it, you get a lovely head on it. I think he's telling you what he thinks of it as well. It's like banging. Get yourself a keg. Put more in. But when he's done, there you go. They do that for every now and again when they're regassing. Down to the last bar. But there you go, very gassy, lovely head, very cloudy. It's kind of a hazy beer, to be honest. What I noticed is quite thick, heavy beer, not watery, and it really carries that coldness when you drink it. So when it's at 3 degrees and you have a mouthful, you know it's 3 degrees. This is out of the bottle. Pours very similar, to be honest. Very, again, it is quite a lively little number, isn't it? And again, lovely frothy head. And I think if I hold the two up, this is the one for the Perfect Draft and this is the one from the bottle. Colour-wise, I think you can tell straight away, the one from the Perfect Draft is a little bit more hazy. Looks like it's a little bit thicker, a bit heavier. This one, well, the head is already dissipating on this one. Big bubbles look in there as well. They're going to pop quick and that head's going to disappear. But it's weird though, it's not like lager where when that head disappears it starts to go a bit flat and a bit stale. You don't get that with this. So first off, the smell. Bottle, let me hide that Hoe Garden. Bottle, lovely. Such a lovely smelling beer, honestly. A bit stronger out the bottle, to be honest. Noticeable smells. It smells nicer out of here. This has got a stronger smell, but not offensive in any way. Sip. This is the stuff that I was meant to test it. I drank loads, got a bit drunk. Done a fire pit in the garden. Probably not the best thing to be doing while drunk on Franziskaner. Oh, look at the difference in head. Look, so that's from the Perfect Draft, this is from the bottle. So you can see straight away, very similar. We see this quite a lot with a lot of the beers that come out of the Perfect Draft. Draft, worthy beer, bottle beer, not quite the same. But you can also see as well, I always think that you can tell by the lacing on the glass, look, not a lot of lace in there. Yeah, the bottles drop quite quick. But let's go in for the taste test, see if it tastes very similar to the stuff out of here. Okay. No. Okay. So this stuff, the bottled beer, is a bit thinner. It's not as heavy. And it doesn't seem as cold either. It seems might be a bit warmer. But it almost feels as if you can smell it a little bit. That's why you can probably smell a little bit more of the taste potentially coming out. It's a bit warmer than 3 degrees. But the first thing I would say is the lacing on the glass, where there really isn't much at all. The heads drop quite quick. Although it is still very carbonated. It's more carbonated than the stuff you get out of the Phillips Perfect Draft. This stuff, it's a little bit more gassier to drink, but taste-wise, it doesn't taste the same either. I think that the carbonation in the mouth, not offensive, but just not as smooth and easy to drink. Taste-wise as well, doesn't seem to, in actual fact, I would say, doesn't seem to have the normal taste that you get out of this. This is way smoother, not as carbonated. But you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I don't know if you can, but there is bubbles coming up there. Very similar to the bottle. This is just a little bit more, thinner, not as much body. This is fully bodied, heavier drink, smoother to drink, and just more enjoyable. So I think if someone turned around and said to you, I could buy a keg for 30 quid, or I could buy, I don't know, 10 of these for £1 each, you're not getting the same beer. So again, I think the Perfect Draft, the battle of the two, the Perfect Draft wins again. Just to summarise, it's a bit thicker, a bit heavier, fuller bodied, smoother, nicer taste, not as carbonated, and I would just say far more enjoyable than the stuff you get. Oh, excuse me, see, that's the gas. I mean, you've only got to look at the glass. The glass tells you a lot. Look at the lacing on the Perfect Draft. Look at the bottle. There just isn't any. You can tell it's a different quality beer. It's not going to be the same. So those that say, is the Phillips Perfect Draft worth it? Yes, if you like your beers and your lagers. Tastes amazing. Some people would turn around and say this is a kind of ice beer that you should probably have a bit warmer. It tastes great, to be honest, at 3 degrees, and that's been at 5 in the fridge. It's still tasty. It's just not as enjoyable as the Perfect Draft. So guys, it's Friday. Arsenal's on. There's a protest. Hopefully we beat Everton. I'm going to get back to the game. I'm going to draw my beer. You do the same. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.